Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. You are looking live at North Carolina Motor Speedway, The Rock, for the running of the Nationwise 500. We got 500 miles here. We have 3 races to go for the championship, and all the TV drivers are mathematically still eligible to win the championship. So let's get to the starting grid here for the Nationwide 500. Last week's winner is your pole winner, also Terry Labonte on a roll. And last week's um, race, Lake Speed finished second. He's going to start second, so he's on a roll. Only 27 points behind Awesome Bill in the points. And starting third is Ellis in the 18. Starting fourth is Sachs in the 77. Starting fifth is Yarborough in the 28. Starting sixth is Cal Petty in the 711 Woods Brothers. 7 car. Starting seventh in the 4 car is Rutman. Starting eighth is Bonnet in the 12 car. Starting ninth, Rudd in the 15. Starting 10th is Richmond in the 27. Starting 11th is Gant in the 33. And starting 12th, our championship leader, like I say, 27 points ahead of Lake Speed, is Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. Starting 13th is Jeff Bodine in the 5 car. Starting 14th is Wallace in the 2. Starting 15th is Earnhardt in the 3. Starting 16th is Ron Bouchard in the 47. Starting 17th, the leader of the Alabama gang, Bobby Allison in the double deuce. The 22. Starting 18th is Marcus in the 71. Starting 19th is Hillen in the 8. Starting 20th, DW has fallen off like a cliff. He is now 5th in points. Starting 20th, DW in the 11. Starting 21st is Phil Parsons in the 66. Starting 22nd is Schrader in the 90. Starting 23rd is the King, Richard Petty in the 43. Starting 24th is Baker in the 88. Starting 25th is Kowicki in the 38. Starting 26th is the 00 Shepard. Starting 27th is the 49 of Boys. Starting 28th is Dwyer in the 64. Starting 29th is Bowman in the 96. Starting 30th is Arrington in the 67. Starting 31st is Burchwell in the 6. Starting 32nd, making his first start of the year in the 08 is Craig Spittman. Starting 33rd, also making his first start in the 0, not J.D. McDuffie, but Jeff McDuffie. Starting 34th in the 87's Randy Baker. Starting 35th is Wowak in the 74. And speaking of JD, JD's going to be starting 36th in the 70. Starting 37th is Potter in the 68. Starting 38th is Jimmy Smut Means. Starting 39th is Edwards. And shotgun and last, making his first appearance of the year, DK in the 65. And Terry Labonte's going to bring us here to the green flag. Get this Nationwide 500 started at the Rock. 500 miles, 50 turns. And away we go. It's a -1 to escape, a +1 to repair. And right away we got a middle group of skill. Who's got the skill to get to the top group? First up is Bobby Hillen Jr. He's got skill. And not with a 5, he doesn't. And Dale Earnhardt's got skill. Can he get up to the top group? Not with a 6-6, he can't. Rusty Wallace, he's got skill. And not with a 6, and Rusty Wallace is going to have a problem right away. Got a problem. It's a 66, and he's going to blow up, folks. He loses the engine, and Rusty's going to finish 40th. Rusty out of the race. Finishes 40th. First car to drop out blows up on turn number 1. Jeff Bodine, he's got skill. And a 3-6-1's not going to get it done. And here's Awesome Bill needing to get up there in that top group as Philip Reynolds joins us here. And a 1-3-3. And he's going to get fourth away from Greg Sachs. So Bill's up in the top 5. And here's Tim Richmond with some skill. And a 6 ain't getting it done. And last but not least is Neil Bonnet. And a 3-6-6. He's going to take over 7th, move up 1 spot from Joe Ruttman. Now let's see if DW can get out of the rear with the gear here, with Rusty dropping out of the race. And he does. He'll move up to 19th. We got 39 cars still running after turn 1. We go to turn number 2. Excuse me. See what happens here. We got a bottom group of star. Who's the stars back here in the bottom group? First up is Mike Potter. Mike Potter trying to get out of the rear with the gear. Now with the 6 he don't, and he's got a problem. Problem, everywhere's a problem. A 55, that might be an odd problem. And it is. And a 21, he's got some broken shock. He'll drop back to 39th. Everybody else will just move up. And who else is a star back here? Buddy Arrington's a star. Can Buddy get out of the rear with the gear? 2-3-2. And yes, he's going to get Tim Richmond. He's going to make it into the top 10, Buddy is, and knock Tim the whole way back to 29th. And Jerry Bowman, he's got double star. A 1-6-6. He's going to go up to 19th from 28th. And now can he try? Knocks DW back to 28th. And now he's going to try to get up to the top group. And a 1-2-3. And he's going to go from 28th. Jerry Bowman from 28th up to 3rd. Knocks Ellis out of the top 5. Jerry Bowman flying through the rock. Next up is Clark Dwyer. And a 6, he's got a problem. Problems everywhere, I'm telling you. And a 66, he's going to blow up. He loses an engine just like Rusty. The Rock is taking its victims. The 64 is going to finish 39th. So he's out of the race. And Buddy Baker's got double star. Can he get out of this bottom group? Get to the top of 1-3-5. And he's going to get Jeffrey Bodine. Knock Jeffrey Bodine back to 23rd. And can Buddy get up to the top group here? With a 3-1 not happening. And that's the last star. We go to turn number 3. We got a top group of star again. And Neil Bonnet's star. Terry Labonte isn't. And it'll take a 4, 5, or 6 to get Terry. And a 4-6. Neil Bonnet gets the lead here at the Rock. Puts that 12 Budweiser car up in the lead. Turn number 3. Cal Petty isn't a star. But Kel Yarborough's got double star. Can Yarborough get the lead? And of course, Yarborough blows up. Rolls a 6. That's the year it's been for Kel. He cannot buy a break. Yarborough's going to finish 28th. Sorry, 38th. Yarborough cannot buy a break. Cannot buy a break. Now Awesome Bill, he's double star. And it takes a 6 to get Neil. Can Bill get the lead here? 1-4, no. And a 2-6 if Bill gets the lead here. Bill needs to get the lead. Keep the pressure on. Turn number 3. And Jerry's got double star. Can he get the lead? Takes a 6 to get Bill. A 4-1, no. And a 6-1, he's got a problem. A 33, that's probably an odd problem. And it is. And a 42. Grill repairs. And he'll be back to 38th. And Lake Speed's got double star. Again, it takes a 6 to get Bill. And a 1-4, no. And a 6-5, no. And that'll be it for turn number 3. We need to move these guys up. There's 2 of them now to get to the top and middle group. First is Joe Rutman. He needs a 3. He gets it done. How about Ricky Rudd? Is he going to get to the top group? Yes, he is. First chance is for Phil Parsons to get up here to the middle group. He gets it done. Next is Kenny Schrader. He doesn't. How about the King? Nope. How about Jeffrey Bodine? Nope. How about Alan Kowicki as we drop the darn dice, I tell you. Dropping dice left and right. Jeffrey Bodine, get up here. No. How about, that was for Allen. How about Morgan Shepherd? No. Trevor Boyes. No. DW, can he get back up there? Yes, he does. DW goes from 27th up to 19th. Gets out of that bottom group. And we got 38 cars still running. You got Bill Elliott in the lead. Speed second. Bonnet third. Petty fourth. Bo Labonte fifth. Rotman sixth. Rudd seventh. Arrington eighth. Gant ninth. And Sachs rounds out the top 10 as we go to turn number 4. And we got a bottom group of Reflex. Who's got the Reflex back here? Jimmy Smutmean's got Reflex. And a 3 doesn't get it done. JD's got 2 chances here. And a 1-1-1. Roll triple. First triple this race. And a 35. And that's going to be tight. He'll drop back to the last place here. So JD drops back to last. And now Bobby Wowak. First time we talked about Bobby today. He's got a shot here. Not with a 5. Terrible Tim Richmond in old Milwaukee Pontiac. He's got 2 chances here. And a 1-1-2. Here again holds him off. And a 4-6-6. And he's going to get up to 18th. Knock Phil Parsons back to 27th. And Trevor Boyes, the Canadian here, with a 1-2-6. And he gets Buddy Baker, and he moves up to 11th. Trevor Boyes on the move, trying to crack the top 10. Alan Kowicki, can he do it here? And a 3's not going to get her done. Jeffrey Bodine trying to get out of this bottom group. And a 2-4-1. Bobby Allison holds him off. The king. Now that's the 2 Pontiac come out of here with a 4-2-2. And he 4-2-2. And Greg Sachs can't hold him off, so the king moves up into the top 10. Nice job, Richard, 10th. And Ken Schrader here. He's got reflex. And not with a 5-1. Move everybody up. Forgot to do that when DW made it up there. 37 cars in the race still, with Elliott leading, Speed second, Bonnet third, Petty, Cow Type fourth, Labonte fifth, Rutman sixth, Rudd seventh, Arrington eighth, Gant ninth, and the King 10th. We go to turn number 5. And we got a top group of skill again. Who's got the skill to take a 6 to beat Bill? First up is Cal Petty. And a 5-3 nope. Neil Bonnet's got skill. Not with the 6. And Lake Speed's got skill. And a 1-4. Bill holds them off. Turn 6. We got a middle group of heat and a problem. First we'll do the heat. Bobby Hillin Jr.'s got heat. Not with the 6. And the King, he's got some heat. A 3-2-5. And he's going to get third. The King up to third. Cracks the top 5. And knocks Neil back to 10th. And the last one with heat is Buddy Arrington. And a 1-2-2. And the King barely holds him off. And now we have the problem. And it's JD with the problem. Let's see what kind of problem JD has. A 64. He has an engine problem. We're still early in the race. It'll take a 3 for JD for JD to get back in the race, and he's not. JD's going to finish 37th. The 70 car will finish 37th. And we move to the first pit stop of the race. Can they get some chips here? Let's see. It's going to be the middle group. And it's going to be Joe Rutman, Bobby Hillin Jr., and Tommy Ellis. It's going to have a pit violation. We'll move everybody up. So, and then the middle group will get a chance to get some chips. Here. Let's see. First one up is Handsome Harry. He needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Neil Bonnet needs a 5. Doesn't get it. Boys needs a 3. Nope. Earnhardt needs a 5. He gets it done. Nice job by Childress and that Wrangler crew. Ron Bouchard needs a 4. And he gets it done with double deuces. Bobby Allison needs a 4. He doesn't get it. Marcus needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Tim Richmond needs a 4. Gets it done. Nice job by that old Milwaukee 27 crew. DW needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Schrader needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Sachs needs a 4. Doesn't get it. And Bodine Doesn't get it. So we'll move these three guys up. We gotta put these guys back here. Rutman with the pit violation. Alrighty, see if anybody can beat Bill out of the pits here. And a 4-4. And Terry Labonte beats Bill out of the pits and gets the lead here on turn number 7. We move on to turn number 8. And we get a top group of Smart. Who's Smart back here in the top group? First one up's Buddy Arrington. Labonte's double Smart. Takes a 6 to beat him. A 3-5. Can't quite get it done. Ricky Rudd Smart. Triple threes. Ricky's got a problem. Second triple of the day. 43. Oh, problem. Still in the beginning of the race. Take a 3 for Ricky. No, take a 5 for Ricky to get back in the race, and he doesn't do it. Ricky Rudd's going to have another bad race and finish 36th. Rudd out of the race. And Bill's not Smart. Last one Smart is the King. Can the King get the lead here? And a 5-4. Nope. Let's see who can move up here to the top group first. And Dale Earnhardt moves up with his chip. And can Alan Kowicki get up here to the middle group? Yes, he can. Alan Kowicki moves up to 19th. 35 cars running here at the Rock with Terry Labonte in the lead. Lake Speed second. Petty third. Kyle Petty fourth. Elliott fifth. Arrington sixth. Earnhardt seventh. Ron Bouchard eighth. Richmond ninth. And Harry Gant is 10th. Here we go to turn number 9. Top group of control. Who's got control? Earnhardt's got control and a chip. He'll take a 6 to beat him without using a chip. And he'll have to use his chip. Earnhardt gets the lead here on turn number 8. Let's see here. Bill's got control. I'll take a 6 to beat him. 2-1-0. And that's it. Nobody else has got control on the turn number 10. We got a middle group. Trouble in the middle group. Here we go, folks. Trouble in the middle group. First up is Ron. He needs it's a -1. He needs a 4 not to use his chip. He'll have to burn his chip. Richmond needs a 6. He doesn't have to burn his chip. Harry Gant needs a 6. He's involved in the wreck. The caution is out. Next up is Neil Bonnet. Needs a 7. He's involved. Trevor Boys needs a 4. He's involved. Bobby Allison needs a 5. He's involved. Dave Marcus needs a 5. He's involved. DW needs a 7. And he's involved. It figures, don't it? DW can buy a break here in the last part of the year. Ken Schrader needs a 6. He makes it through. Greg Sachs needs a 4. He's involved, and we will be going to the bottom group. Sachs needs a 7. He makes it through. Alan Kowicki needs a 4. He doesn't make it through. Morgan Shepherd needs a 4. He's not going to do it. Buddy Baker needs a 4. He makes it through. Good job by Buddy. Phil Parson needs a 4. He doesn't make it. Eddie needs a 4. He makes it through. Good job by Eddie. Craig needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Jeff McDuffie, he needs a 10. And he makes it through. Good job by Jeff. Randy needs a 10. He makes it through. Wowak needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Jimmy Means needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Jonathan Edwards needs a 4. Doesn't make it. DK needs a 4. Makes it. Nice job by DK. Make it through. Mike Potter needs a 4. He makes it through. These guys are doing good back here in this back group, making it through this carnage. Jerry needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Joe Rutman needs a 4. He doesn't make it. Bobby Hillen needs a 7. He makes it through. Tommy Ellis needs a 4 and doesn't make it. We're still at the beginning of the race. Most of these guys are going to need an 8 to stay in the race. Tommy Ellis needs an 8. He's going to stay in the race. We'll go back to 31st here. See what happens. Rutman's going to need an 8. He makes it through. Jerry needs an 8. He doesn't make it through. The 96 is going to finish 35th. Bowman can't get the car repaired. Jonathan Edwards going to need an 8. He doesn't make it. He'll finish 34th. Jimmy Smut Means, can they get that 52 car back out on the track? Yes, they can. How about Wowak in the 74? Yes, they can. Craig here in the 08. Yes, they can. Phil Parsons is up next. He makes it through, gets the car back on track. And here's Morgan. He makes it through also. Good job. Alan Kowicki. He makes it. Now all of a sudden these crews are doing well. And Sachs barely makes it. How about DW? DW needs a 9. And barely makes it. Sure. Marcus needs an 8. He makes it through with snake eyes. I might have to move some of these guys back. Bobby Allison, that Dygaard crew, doesn't do it. Bobby's going to finish 33rd. Now you got Trevor Boys. Can he make it back onto the track? Can they get this 49 car fixed? Yes, they can. We got 2 left. If both of them make it, I'm going to have to move them back. And Neil made it through. How about Handsome Harry? And they both did. So we're going to have to move everybody back. I was off by one. Off by one. So we got the lap. 2 cautions. We are on turn number 13 as Dale Earnhardt will lead us back to the green flag, followed by Lake Speed, the King, Richard Petty, followed by the Prince, Cal Petty, Awesome Bill's 5th, Arrington 6th, Labonte 7th, Ron Bouchard 8th, Richmond 9th, and Ken Schrader rounds out the top 10, turn number 13. We got a middle group of control. Who's got control? Handsome Harry Gant's got control. And a 1-1-2. And Lake Speed barely holds him off. DK's got control. And a 6. He's got a problem. What kind of problems DK have? A 21. 21 is a cut tire, causes a wreck. Yellow flag's out again. So the yellow is out. Is he out of the race, or does he get to roll for a repair on a 21? Out of the race. Out of the race. DK probably got mixed up in that wreck. Didn't think there was a problem and cut the tire down. The 65 car is going to finish 32nd. And everybody will move up with the caution. Neil Bonnet makes it back up here to 19th. Now we got 31 cars running. Again, Earnhardt in the lead, followed by Speed, the King, the Woods brothers in the 7-Eleven, Cal Petty, Awesome Bill from Dawsonville, 5th, Arrington 6th, Texas Terry 7th, Ron Bouchard 8th, Richmond 9th, and Ken Schrader rounds out the top 10. We're on turn number 15 now. We got a top group of Star. Who's the stars up here? And Buddy Arrington's a star. It takes a 5 or a 6 to get Earnhardt. And a 1-2 no. Bill Elliott's got 2 chances at him. And a 6-5. Darn, couldn't get her done that time. And a 2-1 no. And Lake Speed's got 2 chances at him. A 6-2 no. And a 3-2 no as we came back to the green flag. Forgot to bring us back to the green. And we're on the turn number 16. Almost a third of the way through the race. And a dual. 4 cars in the middle. And Baker and McDuffie's going to stay put. And we're on to our second pit stop of the race. And it's a middle group. 1 and 2 is going to switch spots. And another middle group. See if anybody back here can get some chips. First up is Kenny Schrader and that Junie Donlevy Ford Thunderbird. And a 3. He gets it done. Nice job by Junie Donlevy and the crew. He gets a chip. And Jeffrey Bodine needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Ron Bouchard needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Richmond needs a 4. To get another one. Doesn't get it. Baker needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Eddie needs a 4. Sorry, Eddie needs snake eyes. Doesn't get it. McDuffie needs a 7. And he gets it. Nice job by Jeff McDuffie. Randy Baker needs a 7. Doesn't get it. Mike needs snake eyes. Doesn't get it. Bobby Hillen needs a 5. No, sir. Handsome Harry Gant needs a 6. Doesn't get it. And last but not least, Neil Bonnet needs a 5. Doesn't get it. So we'll move these guys up and see if anybody can beat Earnhardt out of the pits. Red and black. And a 1-1. The King gets the lead. How about that? Richard Petty in that 43 gets the lead here on turn number 17. Nice to see the King up front, folks. So you got Richard Petty in the lead, Earnhardt second, Speed third, Cal Petty fourth, Elliott fifth, Arrington sixth, Labonte seventh, Schrader eighth, Richmond ninth, and rounding out the top 10 is Jeff McDuffie. We go to turn number 18. Top group, trouble in the top group. Here we go. Trouble, trouble. Here we go. The King needs a 4. And he doesn't get it. Earnhardt needs a 5. He gets it. Earnhardt will take the lead here. And Speed needs a 7. He gets it. Petty needs a 7. He doesn't get it. Caution is out. Remember to do that. Elliott needs an 8. He gets it. Arrington needs a 6. He gets it. And Terry needs a 8. A 6. If Terry gets a 6, we're not going to the middle group. And he gets it. We are not going to the middle group. So everybody will just move up. Let's see if these two drivers can get the cars repaired. Still early in the race, ain't it? Nope, we're just past that. We're in the middle part of the race now. Let's see here. Kyle Petty's going to need a 8 to stay in the race. He gets it done. Kyle Petty will be 30th. And the King, oh, it was both of the Pettys. I didn't notice that. And the King's going to need a 6 to stay in the race. He doesn't get it. Richard was leading this race. Gets taken out and is going to finish 31st. 31st. We are on turn number 21 now. As the green flag will drop. And Earnhardt's back in the lead. On turn 21. Lake Speed second, Elliott third, Arrington fourth, Labonte fifth, Schrader sixth, Richmond seventh, McDuffie, Jeff Type eighth, Jeffrey Bodine ninth, and Ron Bouchard rounds out the top 10. Here we go, turn number 21. And we got a middle group of heat. Who's bringing the heat? And Bobby Hillin Jr.'s got the heat. And a 6 ain't getting it done. Mike Potter's got heat. And a 3's not going to get it done for him. And that's it. Nobody else has got heat. Turn number 22. And we got another heat. And this time a problem to go with it. So again, the same drivers with heat. We're going to start with Hillin. A 6 ain't getting it done again for him. Was that the only one? No, Mike Potter got heat. Not with a 5-6. And that's it. But now we got the problem. And the problem is poor Tommy Ellis. He blows up. So Tommy will finish 30th. 29 cars still running in the race. So we go to turn number 23. And we got a bottom group of reflex. Kyle Petty could get back up in the top group with this Woods Brothers Ford. And a 1-4-6. And he's going to get 15th. Now Cal could make it up to the top here. Can he get her done? Can he get it done? And a 5. Nope, he needed a 4. Jimmy Smut Means trying to get out of the rear with the gear. With a 3. Nope. How about Bobby Wowak in that 74? Nope. Phil Parsons. And a 5. No. Alan Kowicki. No. And DW, 2 chances. He could get up to the top group here. A 3-3-6. He's going to take over 13th, and now DW's got a shot to get up to the top group here. Can he get her done? Can DW get it done? A 2, 4, 6, and DW goes from 20th up to 5th. Knocks Terry Labonte out of the top 10. Nice job by DW. We move on to turn number 24. And we got a top group of control. Who's got control? Tim Richmond's got control and a chip. Take a 6 to beat. Oh, roll triples. Roll triples. Triple 6s. Tim's got a problem. Was going to get the lead. Earnhardt probably wrecked his ass. Nope, he's got a battery problem. He'll drop to the front of the bottom group. He'll be back to 20th. Ken Schrader, does he got control? No, he doesn't. Neil Bonnet does. Again, it takes a 6 to get Earnhardt. 4, 5, no. Awesome Bill from Dawsonville's got control. And a 5-4, not happening. Can Jeff get up to the top here, McDuffie? No. How about Jeffrey Bodine? Jeffrey gets up there. And now, can Randy Baker get to the middle group? Yes, he can. And Tim will drop back into 20th. And we go to turn 25. Cross flags are out. We are halfway done. This Nationwise 500 at the Rock. And we got a dual 5 car. And Jeffrey Bodine's going to take a chance here. Gets it done. Puts Lake Speed in a bad spot. Lake Speed needs a 7 not to wreck. He doesn't. Sure, he holds on to her. And we go to turn number 26. Turn number 26. And we got a top group of control. Kenny doesn't have control. Neil does. Again, it'll take a 6 to get Earnhardt. And triple 6s for Neil Bonnet. Here we go. Rolling triples. A 56. He loses the engine. Yellow flag comes out. Blows up. That's like the 4th or 5th engine failure, bringing out a caution. So the 12 car is going to finish 29th. And Neil's out of the race. Everybody will move up with the caution. As the caution comes out. Tim Richmond gets back up here to the middle group now. Okay. And that's going to take us past the pit stop. So we'll have the pit stop and then we'll go back to green. First, a pit stop. It's going to be a top group. And Awesome Bill from Dawsonville is going to have a pit violation. So does Eddie and DW. Ain't that something? So everybody moves up. Bill with a pit violation. Not what he needed. Bill Elliott with a pit violation. Still got time to get back in this race, though. It's back to 26th. Alrighty, top group. See who can get some chips here. Awesome Bill, DW, and Eddie with pit violations. Okay, first up is Earnhardt, needs a 5. Doesn't get it. Jeff Bodine needs a 6. He doesn't get it. Arrington needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Schrader needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Speed needs a 7. He gets it. Jeff needs a 7. He gets it. Darn. Jeff with 2 chips. And Ron needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Okay. Move these guys up. See if anybody can beat Earnhardt out of the pits. A 2-5. Nope. Schrader can't get her done. And we're on to turn number 29. And we got a rare problem in the middle group. Rare problem in the middle group. See what kind of rare problem we got. A 34. Rain threatens event. We're not doing no damn rain out. So that's just a turn. We go to turn number 30. 300 miles here. We got a dual 4 cars in the middle. They're going to stay put on to turn number 31. We got a middle group of stars. Anybody give a star back here? Stars, anywhere star. Greg Sachs double star. Could get the lead here from Mr. Earnhardt. A 5, ain't getting it. 5, 2, 1. And Schrader holds him off, doesn't have to use his chip. 2, 4, 4. And Jeff's going to have to use one of his chips to hold him off. Harry Gant's got the star quality. And a 2, 5, 4. And he's going to get Arrington. Moves up to 6th. Mike Potter can get up here. And not with a 3. And Buddy Baker, 2 chances here. And a 4, 5, 4. And Harry doesn't stay there long. And now Buddy's got a shot at the lead. And it takes a 5 or a 6 to get him. And he rolls triples. A 25, probably an odd problem. Nope, he's got a cooling problem. Buddy's got a cooling problem. And he's going to drop out of the race. And he's going to finish 28th. The 88's going to finish 28th. Let's see who moves up here to the middle group. First up is Phil Parsons. No. Craig. Yes, Craig moves up to the middle group. Moves up to 19th. We make it to turn 32. And we got a top group of control. Ron Bouchard's got control. And it'll take a 6. As a matter of fact, Earnhardt gets a chip. He's led 10 laps here. And 1, 4, no. Buddy Baker, 2 shots at him. and a 6. He's got a problem. What kind of problems Buddy got? Sorry, what the hell? I moved Harry Gant back here. It should have been Buddy. It should have been Buddy. He's out of the race. I moved the wrong person. So Harry doesn't. Jeff McDuffie's got control and a chip. And a 6. He'll have to burn his chip and make Earnhardt burn his chip. No control, no control. Jeffrey Bodine with control and a chip. And a 3-6. He gets Earnhardt without using his chip. So he gets the lead here on turn 32, Jeffrey Bodine. We go to turn number 33. And we got trouble in the middle group. Here we go again, folks. Trouble, trouble. Potter needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Here we go. Arrington needs a 6. He gets it. Kyle Petty needs a 7. Doesn't get it. Terry Labonte needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Boyds needs a 4. Gets it. Nice job by Boyds to miss that. Dave needs a 4. Doesn't get it with boxcars. Baker needs a 10. He makes it through. Richmond needs a 6. Doesn't make it. Sachs needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Alan Kowicki needs a 4. Doesn't make it. We're going to the bottom group, folks. Shepard needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Spittman needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Here we go to the bottom group. And Parsons needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Wowak needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Jimmy Means needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Rudman needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Hillen needs a 5 or 7 rather. 7. Doesn't make it. Bill needs an 8. Doesn't make it. God damn. Ed needs a 4. Doesn't make it. And DW needs a 7. And makes it. Now, can they get the cars fixed? We're in the middle part of the race. Most of them's going to need a 6. Eddie needs a 6. Doesn't make it. Eddie's going to finish 27th. Awesome Bill from Dawsonville needs a 9 to get back in this race. And barely gets it. Let's see here. We're going to start. We'll start with 30th. Well, no. Start with 25th. So Bill's back in the race. Bobby needs a 7. Gets it. Rutman needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Joe's going to finish 26th. Jimmy Means needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Jimmy's going to finish 25th. Bobby Wowak needs a 6. He gets it. Bobby's back in the race. Phil Parson needs a 6. He gets it. He's back in the race. Craig needs a 6. Doesn't get it. The 08's going to finish 24th. Morgan needs a 6. Doesn't get it. The 00 will finish 23rd. Alan Kowicki needs a 6. Doesn't get it. The 38 will finish 22nd. Greg Sachs needs a 6. Doesn't get it. The 77 will finish 21st. Tim Richmond, he'll need a 6. He doesn't get it. Tim's going to finish 20th. Dave Marcus needs a 6. He doesn't get it either. We won't have a bottom group. He'll be 19th. Texas Terry Labonte, he needs a 6. He gets it done. We'll put him there for now. Cal Petty needs a 8. He doesn't get it. Damn. Woods Brothers number 7 is going to finish 18th. And last but not least, Mike Potter needs a 6. And he gets it. So we only have 17 cars still running in the race. And that'll take us to turn number 36. Green flag will come back out with Jeff Bodine leading this race. Earnhardt second. Schrader third. Speed fourth. JD fifth. I'm sorry, not JD. Jeff McDuffie fifth. Gant sixth. Bouchard 7th, Arrington 8th, Boyd's 9th, and Randy Baker rounds out the top 10. Here we go, turn number 36. We got a bottom group of Smart. Who's Smart back here? First one up is Bobby Hillin Jr. A 1-4-5, and he's going to take 5th away from Jeff. Knock Jeff back to 16th. And Terry Labonte's double Smart. And a 2-1-3. And Earnhardt barely holds him off. And a 6 ain't getting her done. And DW's double Smart. And a 3-5-2. Again holds him off. And a 5-1-6. And he's going to get second away from Earnhardt. DW moves up to second. And last one, Smart's Arrington. And a 6 ain't getting her done. We go to the 37. Turn 37 pit stop. Got a pit stop. And it's TV driver 6 and 1 switch. There is no 6 back there. So TV drivers with a shot to get a chip. First one up is Jeff Bodine. Jeff needs a 6. Gets it done, Jeff, with 2 chips. Lake Speed needs a 7. Doesn't get it. DW needs a 6. Gets it done. Nice job. Terry Labonte needs a 5. Doesn't get it. And Awesome Bill needs a 9. And gets it done. So everybody will just move back here. It'll be easier to do it this way. Pick all the cards up. Bill gets a chip. And these guys up here. Move on up. Okay, can anybody beat Jeff Bodine out of the pits? That is the question. 2-5. Speed can't get her done. We go to turn number 38. And it's a top group. And it is TV plus a problem. First up is DW. And not with a 6 he can't, so he'll burn a chip, make Jeff Bodine burn a chip. And now Lake Speed takes a 5 or 6 to get him. And a 1-6, Jeff will burn his chip and make Speed burn his chip to take the lead. Lake Speed gets the lead here at Rockingham. Bill doesn't want to see that. Here on turn 38. And who's got the problem? And Ron Bouchard's got the problem. And a 33, that's probably an odd problem. What kind of odd problems Ron got? A 44. Bared rear end, he's out of the race. Ron will finish 17th. Let's see who moves up here to the top group. There is no bottom group. And Awesome Bill moves up with a chip. 16 cars still running. You got Speed in the lead. Schrader second, Bodine third, DW fourth, Helen fifth, Gant sixth, Elliott seventh, Arrington eighth, Trevor ninth, and Randy Baker rounds out the top 10. We go to turn number 39. And no bottom group. On to turn 40. And we got a top group, trouble in the top group. Here we go again, folks. Trouble, trouble, trouble. And Lake Speed gets it done. He's all right. Schrader needs a 6. He's all right and don't have to use his chip. Bodine needs a 7. Makes it through. DW needs a 7. Oh, DW is in trouble. Helen Jr. needs a 7. He's in trouble. Harry Gant needs a 7. He's in trouble. So we'll be going to the middle group. We will be going to the middle group. Bill's got a chip, needs an 8 not to use it. Doesn't need to use it. Arrington needs a 6. Yeah, he's involved in the wreck. Trevor needs a 4. He's involved in the wreck. Baker needs a 10. He's good. He makes it through. Earnhardt needs a 5. Doesn't make it. Potter needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Labonte needs a 6. Doesn't make it. Phil needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Wowak needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Last but not least, McDuffie needs a 10 and makes it. So now we're in the last part of the race. Most of them's going to need a 4 to stay in the race. Bobby needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Wowak will finish 16th. Bobby Wowak, Phil Parsons. Can he get that 66 car back out on the track? Needs a 4. Nope, the 66 will finish 15th. Texas Terry Labonte needs a 4. Doesn't get it. He'll finish 14th. Mike Potter's going to need a 4 to get back in this race. Gets it done. Potter will go to 10th. Earnhardt needs a 4. Doesn't get it. He'll finish 13th. Trevor Boys is going to need a 4. Doesn't get it. Trevor's going to finish 12th. Buddy Arrington needs a 5. Doesn't get it. 67 will finish 11th. Handsome Harry Gant, he needs a 5. He gets double 5s. He'll finish 10th. Bobby Hillin Jr. also needs a 5. Doesn't get it. The 8 car finished 9th. And last but not least is DW needs a 5 and doesn't get it. The 11 car will finish 8th. So we only got the top group left. Ain't that crazy? Just the top group. Just the top group with 44. Turn number 40. No, sorry. 43. Turn 43. Speed first. Schrader second. Bodine third. Elliott fourth. Baker fifth. Duffy sixth. And Potter seventh. Here we go. And no bottom group. Turn 44. No middle group. Turn 45. And a top group, another trouble. Another trouble. Here we go, folks. And this time, leg speed's called up in this one. Ken Schrader needs a 6, not the wreck. Or use his chip. He'll use his chip. Ken Schrader's going to get the lead. Jeffrey Bodine needs a 7. Doesn't make it. Elliott needs an 8, not to use his chip. And he barely makes it. Baker needs a 10. He makes it through. Jeff needs a 10. He makes it through. And Potter needs a 4. And doesn't make it through. Again, most of them's going to need a 4 to get back in this race. And Potter doesn't. He'll finish 7th. Mike Potter finishes 7th. Jeff Bodine needs a 5. Doesn't get it. The 5 car finished 6th. And Lake Speed needs a 6. And doesn't get it. Speed will finish 5th. Okay. And that'll take us to turn 48 for the pit stop. And there's a middle group, so nobody will get chips. And now we got 2 turns left, folks. 2 turns left. Ken Schrader in the lead here. What turn was that? Turn 47. Schrader got the lead on 47. Sorry, on 45. 45. Now we're on turn 48. 2 turns left. 2 turns left, folks. And we got a bottom group. Nobody's in the bottom group. The white flag is out, folks. The white flag is out. Can Ken Schrader hold on to win this Nationwide 500? And yes, he will. Out to a middle group. And that, you know what? We're going to have a race here. We're going to have a race for the lead. That's a middle group of Reflex. Nobody has Reflex, so it wasn't meant to be. That's your race. That's your race. Ken Schrader wins the race, folks. Kenny Schrader in the Junior Donlevy Ford Thunderbird survives this race and wins it. How about that? The 90. Ken Schrader finishes in the lead. Kenny Schrader wins here at the Rock. Elliott finishes 2nd. He'll add to his points lead. After having a lot of trouble, he gets out of the car smiling. 87 of Baker. He finishes 3rd. And Jeff McDuffie finishes 4th. How about that? I want to thank Philip Reynolds for stopping by here. And if you're new to the channel and haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell and like button. It helps the channel out. Got to put the checker flag out for old Ken Schrader. Put the checkered flag out here for him. Kenny Schrader is your winner chicken dinner. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Hit that like button and bell. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.